I'm back, and today I'm going to be doing something pretty exciting. Well, I think it's exciting anyway, because I have a new toy which I've wanted for a long time, and that is a pasta machine. So we're going to be making some fresh fettuccine pasta, and I'm going to do it with a creamy leek sauce. So first thing we need to do is to make some pasta dough. So to make the dough, we're going to be using the food processor, and we're going to put in 100 grams of plain flour, and a pinch of salt, and then we're going to pulse this a few times just to get some air in it. Once that's done, we need 1 egg. Now it should be a large egg, but I've only got a medium size egg, so put the egg in, and I'm going to add a couple of drops of water to that egg, and then beat the egg. And then we're going to add the egg into the flour. And then we're going to blitz it until we get breadcrumbs. There we go. And then these should stick together. Let's have a quick look. Yep, that sticks together. So we're going to turn this out and knead it. And we'll knead the dough just for 1 to 2 minutes, just to bring it all together, because the food processor has done most of the work for you. Once that's done, you're going to cover with a bit more flour, and cover with cling film, and we're going to leave it to rest for half an hour. Okay, so it's been half an hour, and believe it or not, this little ball is going to make enough pasta for at least 2 people. Okay, so we're going to remove the dough. And we're going to cut this in half. We're just going to work with half of this. So I'm going to wrap the other half up. And we're going to flatten this out. And add a bit of flour. You're going to need quite a bit of flour while you're doing this. and then we're going to put this through on the widest setting. Now mine starts at 7 and goes down to 1. Some start at 1 and come back up. Now for the first few times, once you've done it, you want to fold it letter style. And this is to make it into an oblong shape. And then you run it through again. And fold it over again, and you'll do this about 6 or 7 times to get it into shape. So I'll do that now. So once that's gone through a few times, I'll put a bit more flour on because you don't want this to stick. So put a bit more flour on, and then on the machine we're going to change the setting down to number 6. I'm just going to run this through twice, 2 or 3 times. And you can already see it's a bit bigger, it's a bit longer. So we're going to keep going down the settings till I get to number 3, and then we'll see how big it is. Okay, we're going through number 3 now. And you can just see how big this sheet has got now. One more time. Right, now let's see, this is folded in half, so it is quite big. And that is the thickness that you want it. It is very thin. Okay, so to make the fettuccine, I'm going to add the attachment on. And move the crank over. Go. And then we're going to start to feed this through. So here goes. You see what's coming out? and that's how you do it. Okay, so to dry this, you want to lay this out strain by strain onto a floured tea towel, or what I'm going to do, I've got a coat hanger. Now I've cleaned this and I've got a bit of string up here, so I'm going to lay every strand over in half on the coat hanger. You don't want the pieces to be touching, otherwise they will clump together. So this may take quite a while to actually do. I'm going to get on and do that, and we will see what it looks like, how much pasta I've got. And there we have it. So that will take about an hour to dry completely, but you can cook it straight away just like that. But if you're not ready for it, then you can leave it. It'll be completely dry in 1 hour, and then you can store it or cook it after that. So I'm going to make up a pasta sauce, and then we'll cook the pasta. Okay, on to the pasta sauce. Now I'm kind of making this up, so I've never done this before. So I've got my large copper stone pan out, so if you've got a non-stick pan, get that out, and we're going to put some low-cal spray in. I'm using the buttery one because I think butter goes well with leeks. If you haven't got any low-cal spray, or it's not non-stick, then maybe use a little bit of marge and a little bit of oil. So we're going to let that heat up, and then we're going to add to it 2 cloves of crushed garlic. Okay, let's get that garlic in. And to that, we're going to add half a teaspoon of thyme. And this is on a medium heat, so we're just going to let that cook off for about a minute. And then we're going to add 1 large leek that's been thinly sliced. I'm cheating because they've got really expensive at the moment, so I've actually got frozen. So I've got 200 grams. I'm guessing that's the equivalent. I don't know for sure. So I'm just going to fry these for 2 minutes. And once that's done, we're going to add 300 ml of vegetable stock made with 1 cube. And we're going to bring this to the boil. And once it starts to boil, we're going to cover this and let it simmer for 10 minutes. And once that's done, give that a stir. We're going to add 200 grams of cream cheese, low fat of course, and 30 grams of cheddar. And we're going to stir that in until it's melted. And there we have the creamy leek sauce. So I'm just going to put the lid on that to keep it warm. And then we have a large pan of water on the boil. So we're going to wait until that is completely boiling. And then we're going to cook the pasta. Okay, once the water starts to boil, you want to add some salt to the water, and then gently remove your pasta from wherever it is that you've put it. Just be gentle and remember it probably will break where it's been folded over. If you put that into the water, get it all in. And then that should take about 2 minutes to cook. Okay, that's been 2 minutes and I'm pretty sure that's done. So back to the sauce. I did forget, add some black pepper to it. Stir that in, and then you want to add the pasta, but you don't want to use a colander. You want to use a spoon like that, or tongs. Right, we'll get the pasta in. And we'll give that a stir through. Oh, by the look of this, I've done sauce for 4, pasta for 2. Haha! I told you I'd never done it before. Gonna let the pasta sit in the sauce for 2 minutes and then you can serve it up. Okay, let's get some of this in the bowl then. Add a bit of the extra sauce. There we have it, homemade pasta with a creamy leek sauce. Okay, let's give this a go then. Dripping sauce now. Oh, that pasta is so soft, it's so fresh. And the sauce is really, really nice. Obviously, I've done too much sauce for the amount of pasta, but that's really tasty. Let's have some more. Definitely good. Right, anyway, keep experimenting, have fun, and we'll see you next time. Bye!